Hello everyone, this is Direwolf20 and welcome to episode 111 of Direwolf20's Let's Play series, where today I think I have a plan to get into Nature's Aura. Definitely a favorite mod of mine, because you guys know I like magical mods, especially stuff that's like nature-y. I don't know why, it's just fun. Botania's a fun one for me, Nature's Aura is a fun one for me. Plus, Nature's Aura has some pretty useful mechanics to it that I think we should take advantage of. There's at least two things that I can think of in Nature's Aura that you can't do in any other mods. So we're gonna get to them. And there's probably maybe a couple other things as well. So first off, to get Nature's Aura going, I decided, first off I made myself a travel staff. I don't know why I haven't made one of these yet, but I did. And I decided that I'm going to finally take advantage of my level 2 mage area, right? Because mage time, right? We're going to do some magic. For that, I want to have right out the window, I want to have some trees, which is how you get started in Nature's Aura. So like to get super started in Nature's Aura, we're going to need the book, and that's what we're going to get first, okay? And the book's going to guide us through Nature's Aura and all the cool stuff you can do in it. So let's get started. And I want to do some cool, I want to use some things I haven't used yet to automate this if I can. So we're going to see what we can do. So first things first, right? I want a Horn of the Wild. This guy is an item that I've been missing all series because we haven't had the Canyon recently. Oh, that is just beautiful. Oh, that is so good. Why is Botania like the only mod that adds a thing like that? Because I hate tall grass. Like, so I played Minecraft before this stuff existed in the game. Like, so like the game used to just be like this, right? Like just grass, right? And this is, you know, I get it, it's nice, but like anytime I'm going somewhere, I'm like, this just looks messy. I want to clean it up. Now, Dyer's the last person to complain about a messy environment, I know, but it's still, I hate it. I don't like tall grass. So I appreciate the Horn of the Wild letting me not have tall grass, right? Let's get a destruction gadget. That should be cool. Let's make you a depth of 1, 8, 8, 8, 8. That should be cool. Do I want you to... Look at this, it's raining here. Today I learned. Let's get the rain shield. Or I could just, you know, sleep through the night. But I think we can do some weather manipulation-y type stuff. Is it like raining like only right in this chunk? Like what is going on? It just so happens I think that's where the rain shield does not cover, which is kind of funny. If I stick one here, I think we should be cool, right? Yeah, that's better. Perfect. All right. And then I'm thinking just some dirt to fill in stuff. Does that sound cool? And you're on surface mode, right? And I'm going to put you on fuzzy so that you don't... Beautiful. All right, nice and flat. Looking good, right? And then right out that window is approximately where we're going to be able to see the trees that I'm going to make. So let's get started with Nature's Aura today, shall we? To do that, we need trees. So there's a guide to the book and how to use it. There's the concept of aura, which is basically like a magical like mana type material that exists in the world. It's used to cast spells and manipulate materials and do crafting and all kinds of other stuff. There's different kinds of auras in different dimensions. You know, aura is not necessarily bound to specific points, but I think there's an amount in a chunk, and it'll like balance evenly. You can read through here and see like a good idea of the inner workings of aura and how it all works. So the first thing we need to get are brilliant trees. So for this, and this is how we're going to get gold leaf. So we need to craft brilliant fibers, and effectively what we do is get some saplings, and then I wouldn't mind this dude. Should be cool. And I'm going to place my trees. Let's put them like here and here. Does that sound cool? I'm going to grow them. Very nice. And then I'm going to get, from Nature's Aura, I want to get the gold leaf. Brilliant fibers. Cool. For this, we're going to need just a few more tall grass. So speaking of that stuff I don't love to have. Put all that junk away and just get yourself a stack, because you're going to need a decent amount of it. You don't need a decent amount of it, but it'll be better if you do. So what you do is you just right-click on the leaves. And what will happen is the leaves will turn into golden leaves of Nature's Aura. Now, over time, those will... I think tick accelerating might work. I'm not entirely sure, actually, if it will or not. And I'm also going to try this to see if this speeds it up at all. I don't know. I don't know what internal mechanic causes the leaves to mature. But you can see they're currently at stage 0 if you're looking at the F3 tooltip here. And then over time, they will absolutely beyond and get golden in color. They will progress beyond stage 0. So I'm just going to plop down a few of these in different areas. Only because they will also spread. So I think once they go to like the top stage, then they can spread to adjacent leaves. So you can see this one just turned a little bit. So he's at stage 1, which is cool. You know, and over time, they will start to, there's stage 2. See that? It's a little bit more golden in color. Yeah, looking good, friends. Looking real good. Now, I'm going to see if there's a way I can, like, sort of speed this up. You don't need it to be crazy fast, especially once you once you get a handful of these, you're in good place and you don't need a ton more. But, you know, it's Dyer. He likes to experiment on how can we speed things up. So clearly tick accelerating was not necessarily the answer, because, well, maybe tick accelerating did help. So see how it's at stage 3 now? Maybe that did help, and I just needed to tick accelerate it more than I did. Now it should... So see how the adjacent ones became golden leaves? Yeah. See, everything around it became a golden leaf? So it will spread. See, there we go. That's cool. And then... So it looks like it needs to be tick accelerated, for sure. And then this became golden leaves. Okay, so growth acceleration via the Sigil of Green Grove does not appear to do anything. Tick accelerating with time in a bottle does. Good to know. Okay, cool. So I'll give these guys a few minutes to start doing their thing. And next up, I want to see how could I harvest only the fully matured golden leaves, because that's what we want to do. Once they hit stage 3, we're going to want to harvest them, and I think we can just break them, and we will get the gold leaf, and that's what we want. That is the material that we're after. Okay, so the problem is you don't want to harvest it early, so we want to make sure that it's a stage 3 golden leaf before we harvest the thing. Nature's Aura golden leaves, so it's the same block type, it's just a different stage that we have to pay attention to. Because I'm pretty sure stage 1, I break it and I get nothing. Alright, I'm starting to formulate in my head how this might work. So one thing I'm doing is I'm duping tall grass with conjuration catalysts. Okay, so I set up a dupe down here, kind of the way I had before. I had to run some dense cable over because we were at 8 channels, but now I've got pretty much added an exporter here with a level emitter here, and yeah, that should be works, right? Yeah, looks like it's working. And then once we hit, I set it, by the way, to 200. So once we hit 200 grass, we should be stopping. Perfect. Level emitter is off, grass has stopped, I steal some grass, level emitter is on, grass is resuming again, and it's bumping it up just like all the other conjuration catalyst duping that we did before. Pretty cool, right? So it should be cruising. Looks good to me, I think. Slowly but surely, but yes, it's going up. Yeah, remember it starts a little slow, but then it picks up speed. Cool. So with that all done, now the only other things that we need in order to make kind of an unlimited amount of these brilliant fibers is gold nuggets. No problem, we have infinite gold, right? We already set up an infinite gold maker. Grass, which we are now duping, right? And then we just need leaves, which we have a, pretty healthy amount of. Is there like a cool kind of way to get leaves? I can dupe leaves. If I so desire, I can dupe oak leaves in the same way. Maybe I should set that up real quick. That might be cool. I don't think that would be too big of a problem, right? So what I would want to do There we go. It's a little tight down here. Just smidge tight. Smidge tight. Let's actually get our dense cable back. And get the export bus. I'll do this one on camera since the other one I did off camera. Redstone card. Where's that redstone card? Cool. And then a level emitter. Cool. Okay. Let's make you a dense cable. You a dense cable. So that should like really be groovy on the channel use stuff now, right? Like we should be totally fine on channel use. And if we wanted to, I could maybe do this. And this. Is that a little bit nicer looking? I think so. And then it should be no problem to throw an export bus here with leaves and the redstone card, but only active with signal, right? And then we could throw you there, but realistically I don't want you there yet because I'm going to want you here. Cool. And then you're going to sense leaves, emit below limit. How many oak leaves do I have at the moment? 815, so let's make it 1,000. Oh, that sounds cool, right? And then we can export bus, redstone, active with signal, leaves, cable, and that should be cool. And then the only thing I'll do in addition to that is make sure leaves are on the no picky uppy list. Cool. So now if we look, what should be happening is we should be duping leaves. 880. 881. Cool. Works for me. 882. And then we'll get to 1,000. Perfect. So now every component of making this, we have an infinite amount of, right? We're duping this, and we're creating this with our piglin stuff in the basement, remember? So with that said, what I should be able to do, in theory, is automatically apply Brilliant Fiber, if I teach the A system how to make it, to every leaf within range. So why don't we set up a system where we grow a tree, as soon as there's leaves in range, we automatically apply gold leaf to all of them, because I think that's better than trying to like apply to random ones in an area, right? Like and wait for it to spread. Since we have an infinite amount of these resources, let's just do it up, right? So that's what we're gonna do. Okay. So then you're gonna go there, brilliant, and then we're gonna have an interface. And then we're going to want some cables, probably a bit more than we currently have. Might need more than that, to be honest with you. And then some P2Ps. And that should be groovy, right? And then let's get our memory card, dude. That should be cool. Okay. I'm liking that I finally made this travel staff. So what if we set up, how about like, right, how are we for chunks, by the way? Really not in a great place with our current positioning. So let's make this, how about we do this in this chunk? If we move this over just a little bit, we could put it like here and here next to each other. And then we'd be cool within the chunk realms. Does that work? I think that works. So what I'll do first is break all my leaves, right? And for that, I wonder if I can, if I put you on fortune, do you think fortune would apply? It doesn't seem to. Yeah, I was trying to avoid that. Oh well. You. Whoop, 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 whoop. I am, can I just tell you guys how much I'm still impressed by that little animation that I set up? It's pretty cool in my opinion. All right, cool. So you're going to go there. You can go away. We'll place our saplings. Let's put them, kind of want to make sure like the leaves don't go too far outside the chunk realm. So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks away from the edge. I could probably go 5. How about 5 blocks away from the edge? Does that sound cool? Alright, well, I'm very excited that you guys all are thrilled that you can spawn over here. Torchmaster... No mobs, please. I just don't need mobs bothering me right now. Whoops. Undo. And then right on this line, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cool. Now I wonder if there's some kind of like special dirt I could place so that we could like ensure that it's always placed there. What we could do, maybe if we exchanged this area to be some kind of bricks. Does that sound cool? I like that plan. So I'm going to not affect block entities, and we're going to make it fuzzy. And what I'd basically like to do... Alright, here's my plan. You guys will figure it out in a sec, I promise. You'll see what I'm doing. But the gist is, I'm going to say, like, in this area... Is that cool? I think that's cool. Yeah, I might just do you... Or I could do vertical column. Yeah. That looks good, right? Do I want this to all be... That looks cool. Okay. So then you're going to go here with the dirt. Okay. And then same deal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 can be the dirt, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cool? I like it. Sweet. So that's how we'll play that. Okay, so now the plan will be, we want to place saplings on the dirt, wait for them to grow, then any leaves that we find in the area, we will apply the gold leaf to automatically. Any stage 3 gold leaf leaves that we find in the area, we will harvest. The only thing we're going to have to deal with now is the wood. Because effectively what we're going to want to do is... If there are no leaves anywhere in the area, gold leaf or otherwise, we should break the wood so that we have room to place another sapling. So I'm going to have to see what I can see. I want to try and do this with drones. I'm not sure if we can do that last step with drones. I'm pretty sure I can do the first 2 steps with drones. I'm not sure about the last step. So we'll see what we can see. For now, let's make sure that the interface is over in the corner here. Maybe I'll put him, like, right there. And that's where we'll stick you guys. Right? And for now, that'll be... It's going to be offline, but we'll online it in a bit. So let's make drones from Pneumaticcraft. So that'll be the next thing we want to make. So do we have, like, the fully automated... I can do all this stuff? No, of course not. But I can do all these, right? Okay. So let's make that last piece. Here. So I want you to know how to make a drone. In order to make a drone, you're going to need a turbine motor. And that should all be doable at that point. Okay. And then we're going to need a charging station. And it would be cool if you knew how to make bricks. Alloy smelter is currently the thing making stuff. I don't think I need you to know make any of these at the moment. I'll just put that away for the time being. I should really expand the number of things I can auto smelt, but we'll get there. And then finally, we're going to want the flux generator or the flux compressor from Pneumaticcraft Repressurized. So for that, we're going to need to know how to make some of these and some of this. And oh, you don't know how to make smooth stone, do you? Are we for stone? Do we have some? I think we do. We have some smooth stone anyway, but it will be fine. Anything else you need to know to make? Nah, it should be cool. Okay, so drone, charging station, and flux generator, flux compressor. And that'll take a sec because I have to make the turbine blades in the thing over there. Perfect. Cool. Okay. Now the next thing we're going to need, maybe I should stay over there for a sec because I'm not sure if I have these. We need programmer and programming pieces. So we have some from somewhere. I forget where we got them from, but they're made like that. So that's easy enough. And I know we have like unlimited plastic sheets. Like, are we doing that? I forget. I think we did set up that automation, right? So we should be cool there. And then the programmer, I'm just going to control click because I think we're cool on that point. So Pneumaticcraft drones are super fun and super cool, in my opinion. I think that they're just the greatest. Super cool. You can do some really fun things with them. Does it have to be black stained glass? I guess it does. Cool. There's your programmer. And there's your programming pieces. And let me get like, 30 more. And well, I guess now's a good time to find out if plastic automation is working. Seems to be. Hooray! Hooray for doing it. Oh, that's cool. All right, and we have a bunch of PCBs to make, but that should all work out just fine too. All right, so while that's cooking over here, now the programmer bit does not need to be within the chunk, right? The only thing that's going to need to be in the chunk is going to be the flux compressor. Are you facing the opposite direction of how I want you to be? There you go. And the charging station. That should be cool. And then I probably want a security upgrade for the safety valve, right? There it is. And we will probably also, I suspect, we'll put one here, and then we'll have the tubes from Pneumaticcraft here. You can have your security upgrade. Then we're going to want module expansion card, and we're going to want the detector thing that'll tell us if we're getting too high on pressure. What's that thing he called? This dude. Pressure gauge tube module. Digging into the recesses of, having played with this a while ago. All right, and then we attach this here. And basically, lower bar or higher bar will be, how high can you go? You can go up to 20, actually. So I should use the better tubes for this. I want the advanced tubes. The ones that can go up to 20, okay? Because we're going to want this to stay at roughly 20, okay? So I want you to emit when greater than 19. Yeah. That should be cool. And then we'll use a repeater here to make sure it goes into the block. Cool. And then you will get a flux point. And you will be configured to redstone on high signal you're allowed to run. Cool. So now you're running. And then finally, we're just going to need some speed upgrades. And that should be cool. And you'll build up pressure. Now, this thing gets hot, and he doesn't run super well when he's hot. Okay? We could use the heat sink. To help cool that thing off a little bit. Okay, and since he's only charging up the charging station here, we don't really need to worry about this. Now, the other thing we want for the charging station is the dispenser upgrade, which will allow any operating drones nearby to automatically charge themselves at the station. Okay, so here's the gist with drones. Okay, these guys are cool, and they can do all kinds of tasks, and you can automate them to do whatever you want. And they'll fly around and do whatever you tell them to do. So we're going to set up a system here whereby the drone will... I just want to get rid of all these guys. Cool. All gone? Good. The drone will automatically plant the trees for us and harvest the leaves. And I'd like to try and automate this whole process if I can using the drones. We're going to see if this works. And you're going to get to learn how to program drones, and that's going to be cool. Good deal? All right, let's do it. And let me tell you, I was getting so excited for this, I didn't realize we're kind of close to the end of the episode, so I feel like I don't want to start this now. So what we'll do is we'll come back next episode, and we'll learn how to use drones from Pneumaticcraft to do complex tasks. Does that sound cool? And when we get there, it'll be super cool. And what we'll do is set up a whole bunch of, hopefully, plant trees on dirt, then look for leaves, then apply the stuff to the leaves, and then if there's no leaf, and then if there's stage 3 gold leaf, break it, and then finally if there's any no leaves at all, or gold leaves for that matter, in the area that we designate, then break the wood. Maybe. I'm not sure about that last piece. But for now, we're going to wrap up, and then hopefully next episode we'll find out. So for now, Darwell20 sign off. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. We'll come back next time to try and figure out how to do all those tasks. If not, something else. We'll figure it out one way or another, I promise. For now, take it easy.